face-to-face in a Jell-O wrestling match with an adult entertainer, taking on 14 measly questions for $1 million should be a cakewalk. From Chicago, Illinois, please welcome Brian Cohen. Hey, Brian. All right. Explain this to me. Wrestling in a pool of Jell-O with an adult entertainer?
It doesn't happen every day.
No, of course
Just
not. How
once.
did it happen to you? What provoked this?
My freshman year of college, I happened to stumble into the middle of UNC campus, University of North Carolina, and saw a kiddie pool filled with Jell-O and some scantily clad ladies going around selling tickets. I bought one. 20 minutes later, I was wrestling one.
Really? Now what? Everybody in this audience wants to be you, apparently. So what happens? I mean, it's not fair. You're a guy that's a woman. You're going to overpower her, probably.
Not necessarily.
No? What was the goal?
To win.
And what do you win?
Acclaim.
Did you win?
Well, after I had flipped her up into the air and onto her back, using a move...
I don't want to know more. That's it. Okay. That's enough, Brian.
Fair enough.
All right, listen, you're a millionaire now, and I don't think there's any Jell-O here, but there's a lot of cash, potentially. Let's see the money in your round one. Okay, computer, please randomize the dollars and also the categories to your questions. Computer, please randomize those as well. And now that everything is all shuffled there, are you ready?
I am.
Audience, are you ready? In 2010, the Romanian Hemophilia Association hoped to draw attention to its cause by putting what color dye in fountains throughout Bucharest? Rainbow, orange, green, red.
Okay. Roman Hemophilia Association putting what color dye in fountains throughout Bucharest. Kind of sounds like a pool of Jell-O.
Got a one-track mind there, Brian.
What can I say? Well, hemophilia has to do with people who can't stop bleeding. And so I assume that that would be red to match the blood. So D, red, final answer.
You would be right. It is red. $500.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Is your next category. The world's largest frog is known by what name? Moses frog, Khan frog, Goliath frog, Judas frog.
Okay. World's largest frog. I was assuming it would be bullfrog or something, but maybe I'm just thinking of a music group. Okay. So, the one that looks the biggest is Goliath frog. I know David versus Goliath was a small guy versus a big guy. So I think I'm going to have to go with C, Goliath frog. Final answer.
It is Goliath frog. 500 so far. How much more are we going to put in your bank? This time around, we'll add another 20. Your girlfriend, Amy. Nice to see you, Amy. Welcome to the show. All right, $25,500, Brian. Let's take a look at your next question. In 1960, Chicago hairdresser Margaret Vinci Helt took inspiration from a black velvet hat and invented what hairdo? Afro, page boy, shag, beehive.
I'm pretty sure about one, but I think that I'm going to ask the audience on this one.
All right, the audience seems excited about that. Audience, Brian needs your help. On your keypads, vote now. %58 believe it is beehive, 24 for Afro, and down from there.
Okay. That was kind of the direction I was leaning in. This audience seems particularly intelligent today. I think I'm going to trust them. I'm going to go with D, beehive. Final answer.
It is beehive. You got it right.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Let's put a little more money in your bank here. What's behind this question? How about $100?
Okay. All right.
$25,600. 11 away from the million. It's all politics is your category. Campaign managers might smile at what sitcom's episode in which Woody runs for city councilman and is told, say the word change about 100 times. Murphy Brown, Taxi, Cheers, Happy Days.
All right. Well, I believe Woody is one of the bartenders for Cheers, and I remember him running for city councilman, and I think he kept his job after that. I don't know if he won. It's been a while since Cheers, so I think I'm going to go with C, Cheers. Final answer.
Absolutely, Cheers. What's behind the question? Show us the money, please, computer. $7,600. All right, Brian. Snack attack is the next category. If you ate half of a White Castle Crave case, how many sliders would you have eaten?
Ooh.
10, 15, 20, 30. Spend much time at White Castle?
I've been on a diet for the last year,
Oh, okay.
so no. I don't know which sounds like the roundest number. 30 might be the roundest number of a Crave case, but that's ridiculous. Ugh. Since I don't have any idea on this one, I think I'm going to jump the question.
No problem. We're going to jump it. You don't have to answer. Let's see the right answer. 15 was the right answer.
Okay, okay.
Now let's see what you jumped over. Oh. All right, well, that
man.
money's gone, but you're still in the game, and we have lots more
Okay.
game to play right after this commercial break. We'll be right back. And we are back with Brian Cohen from Chicago, Illinois. $32,600 in his bank. Brian, you mentioned that last question before we went to break that you'd been on a diet for the past year. How much weight have you lost?
I've lost 35 pounds.
Good for you!
Thank you.
Wow!
Thank you very much.
You look
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you so much.
You really look
I
great.
really appreciate
And
it.
you're doing a very nice job here. 9 away from the million, 5 away from round 2. And at that point, you keep all the money in your bank, and you still have a lifeline.
Okay.
Ready to keep playing?
I am.
I am too. Let's play. The historic date of December 7th, 1787 is featured prominently at the bottom of what state's flag? Delaware, Massachusetts, Virginia, New York.
Of these 4 flags, I know that Delaware was the first flag, the first state to become a state in the United States. So that might be exciting. But any of those states could have used that date. I don't know that that's when the first state was founded, so there's certainly a chance that any other state could have used that. I have a strong feeling about A, but I really think that since there are no clues in the question or anything like that, I'm going to jump the question.
Okay, jump the question. It is out of play. Let's see the correct answer. Was it Delaware? It was. Your instincts were right, but...
All right, that's okay.
Okay, last time you jumped, it cost $15,000. Hopefully, won't be anything nearly as bad this time. Oh!
Oh, man.
All right,
Oh.
well... Listen, by jumping the question, you stay in the game. That's important. Scene stealers is the next category.
Okay.
In 2012, Uggy, a Jack Russell Terrier, became the first dog to cement his paw prints outside Grauman's Chinese Theater for starring in which of these films? Legally Blonde, Due Date, The Artist, Marley and Me.
All right. Uggy was a fantastic dog in the movie The Artist. C, the artist, final answer.
You got it. It is. Great. All right, Brian, we'll put some money in that bank. $3,600. 3 questions left in round one.
Okay.
Working memory is the next category. What term is used as slang for both a live performance and 1,024 megabytes? Gig, bit, cache, host.
My dad is a big computer guy. He puts together his own computers, and since I'm surrounded by them all the time, I know that A, gig, is the final answer.
You got it right. Gig it is, as in gigabyte. All right, kiddo, let's see how much money is on this question. $5,000. That's an interesting little thing you just
You've never
did.
seen that?
No.
Let's try it.
Okay. Oh, let me do it again.
All right, one more time. That's good.
What is the difference between this and just doing like a high five? What's the difference?
Well, it's just the way it makes you feel.
Oh, okay. That one makes you feel better than that one.
I don't know.
Okay.
Depends. I'm not inside your head.
Thank God. Okay. First pitch. What U.S. president started the tradition of throwing out the first pitch on opening day of the Major League Baseball season? Warren Harding, Grover Cleveland, William Howard Taft, Theodore Roosevelt.
Of the 4 of these, the one that seems the least likely is William Howard Taft. I know that he was pushing 3 bills, 300 pounds in office. It'd be funny to watch. I know that Theodore Roosevelt was quite athletic. I believe he was a boxer, if I'm correct. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he was pitching in Major League Baseball. So let's see.
Well, you do have $40,600. You could walk with half of that, $20,300, or go for this. You get it right, it could be worth as much as $2,000. Keeps you in the game.
That is true.
But if you miss it, you do lose your bet.
It's a tough decision.
Yeah.
20,000 sounds pretty good. So does Teddy Roosevelt. So.
You a gambling kind of guy?
Well, I'm a Libra, and I see the 2 of those on a scale. If I were a gambling man, I'd go with D, but I think I'm going to walk away. Final answer.
Okay. Well, I'm awfully glad that you're not a gambling man anymore, because William Howard Taft was actually the correct answer. And you're walking away with $20,300. You did the right thing. You really did. You're right back to Morgan there right after that. And welcome back to Millionaire. Joining me now, Andrew Barnes from Morgantown, West Virginia. Nice to see you, Andrew.
Hey, nice to be here.
I know that you came to New York City to have a little vacation with your girlfriend and to
Yes.
audition, and that day ended up being one of the most significant one in your life. What happened?
Well, yeah, it was. I came to the audition and, you know, just to have some fun, give it a shot. And but I actually had a lot more on my mind, because I had a little gift for my girlfriend who I wanted to give it to her at a place that was very special. And things went really well at the audition, so I decided to take her to the Empire State Building, and there I gave her the gift. It was a ring, and asked her to be my wife.
Oh,
So.
that's so nice. And Sue is in the audience, so I assume she said yes. You wouldn't
Yes.
be here otherwise. That's
I did say
fantastic.
yes.
So you playing for some money for the wedding and the honeymoon here today, or?
Oh, we will definitely, yeah. We have to have 2 weddings. She's Vietnamese, and so we want to have a traditional wedding in Vietnam, and then also one back in West Virginia.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we got some work to do here. Let's take a look at the money in your round one. Okay, computer, please randomize the dollar amounts and also the categories to your questions. Now that everything is all shuffled, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's play Millionaire. to a horticultural technique called grafting, home gardeners can grow multiple fruit varieties on a single plant, leading to what delicious-sounding item? Cran apple shrub, fruit salad tree, peach fuzz bush, tutti frutti vine.
Wow, I really don't know this question, or know the answer since I've never heard that, so I'm not sure I want to take a chance on this one. So I think I'm going to jump this question.
No problem. Question's out of play. You don't have to answer it. Let's see the correct answer. Fruit salad tree.
Okay.
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 We learned something. Hopefully you didn't jump over too much here. Let's see how much money is behind this question. Oh. Darn. Okay. Well, moving on, right?
Okay.
Jumping that question means you're still in the game, 13 away from $1 million. Classic game shows is the category. While it sounds like a sneaker lover's paradise, Foot Locker room service is fittingly the answer to a bonus round puzzle on what game show? The Newlywed Game, Chain Reaction, Joker's Wild, Match Game.
Wow, since I haven't really watched any other shows other than the Newlywed Game, I'm going to have to rely on the audience, I think.
Okay.
Let's check this out and see what they think.
All right, audience, Andrew needs your help. On your keypads, vote now. %, believe it is Chain Reaction.
Okay. Well, 58% sound like they know it, and they think that it's Chain Reaction. So I will go with the audience and say B, Chain Reaction. I'll make that my final answer.
The audience is right. You got it. Chain Reaction. Okay, Andrew. Let's see how much money is behind this question. $500. Okay. Starting the bank for you at $500. 12 away from $1 million. Tea time. The ASPCA sells T-shirts that boldly read, "I'm into S&N," above smaller parenthetical text that reads what? Subarus and Nissans, suits and neckties, spay and neuter, Sweden and Norway.
I think it's very important that animals should be spayed and neutered, and I think I'm going to say C, final answer, spay and neuter.
Yes, it is. Show us the money, please, computer. $7,500. Good time to take a break. We'll be right back. Here is your question of the day. If its name were updated to reflect current geography, the Siamese cat would be called what? Stay tuned for the answer. The answer to that question was pie cat. Welcome back to Millionaire. We're here with Andrew Barnes from West Virginia. $7,500 in the bank. 11 away from the million. 7 away from round 2. At that point, you get to keep all the money in your bank, and you still have a lifeline. Ready to keep playing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's play. The mouth of a river is called a delta because thousands of years ago, Herodotus noticed that the Nile's mouth is shaped like a what? Circle, triangle, square, star.
Knowing that the delta in the Greek alphabet is shaped like a triangle, I can only say that it's going to be B, triangle. Final answer.
You're going to be right. It is triangle. Hey, Andrew, put some more money in that bank of yours. All right, $10,500. 10 away. That sound, as you know, means time is up for today, but I will see you next time, and you folks as well. Until then, from New York, everybody. Bye-bye.